Hello there, people of the internet. I'm Duke,
And I'm Manos.
and it's comic news. Woo!
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yes, we have music after the theme song. Hooray! Not a lot of news this week. Yes. I forget sometimes too. Not a lot of news this week. Really, probably going to be a really short show, unless we think of something funny. We're good at that, aren't we?
Yeah, I'll think of something.
We'll think of something, you see. So Manos, you take the first one.
All right, the first one is Principal Photography begins right now on The Dark Knight Rises. That's kind of the story, actually.
Yeah, to be honest, I put it there just so people are like, it's starting! Isn't that great?
Yes, so The Dark Knight Rises begins.
Take that.
Yeah, that's our title. Yeah, I mean, blah, 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 blah. Christopher Nolan's back. He's shooting in Chicago, and I think some other country as well. Christian Bale and Tom Hardy and Selena Kyle and everybody. And
They got the actual Selena Kyle?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
Anne Hathaway is Selena Kyle.
I know. I just wanted to make that joke. I'm sorry.
So there.
Our next story ties in. We got an official look at Bane in the movie. What do you think, Manos?
I think he looks badass, actually.
I agree. One moment here, my computer's slowly loading the picture.
That's okay. I'm looking at it right now. It looks almost horrific, actually. You see him from back, and he has that crazy mask.
And the lighting makes him look really pale.
Yeah, it does. It looks like there's some mechanics in the back, so maybe that's where the tube for the venom goes. Yeah. And I love the face mask, actually. It looks like he has teeth in the mask.
I'm seeing something like that, too. Again, that could just be like the tube parts for the air mask.
Yeah, it could be the respirator, although maybe it's made to look like teeth. I don't know. It makes me think of teeth.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like almost like the teeth on like a animal skull, like that stick out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like on like a bull or even a horse, maybe.
or folk artist Jewel.
I never thought we'd make that reference. We got our Jewel reference in for this year. We got a lot of. I have an obscure reference list. Okay. I can't reveal it for safety reasons, but every time we make one, I check it off, and we get a tax break.
Oh, good. Really? I didn't know. Well, fuck, I didn't know about that.
I'm going to make them. The show gets a tax break. You and me don't see the money.
Oh, okay, fine.
If that was true. But yeah, it's a really freaking awesome image, even though it's just shadowy and crap. Who knows if we'll see anything else?
No, I'm sure we will. I'm looking forward to the Selena Kyle Catwoman shot that's bound to be posted sooner or later.
Yeah, and also this was released through a viral campaign, and they're doing that again like they did with Dark Knight, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I will say this, producers of Dark Knight Rises, make sure your scripts don't get stolen.
Yes, make sure they don't get stolen, and also keep Adrian Padalecki away from your production, just for safety reasons. Sorry. I thought that was going to get a laugh.
Oh. You were wrong.
I know, I failed. Let's put that on the fail list. Okay. So should we go to our next story?
Yeah, why the hell not?
Okay, further proof that Disney buying Marvel has created the weirdest things ever. Marvel is going to make a Castle OGN based on the show Castle.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see that ever happen. Castle graphic novel.
It was not an item that I thought was really comic book worthy. I've never seen the show. I don't know what it's about. I know Nathan Fillion's in it, but that's it.
I've seen 2 episodes, and I enjoyed those 2 episodes.
It's a good show?
I enjoyed them. Everyone I know who watches it loves it. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing it is a good show. Who knows? But yeah, and the really cool part is Bendis is co-writing this? I'm like, dude, how much money do you want?
Oh, man. I can't wait until Matt Fraction does the graphic novel for The Secret Life of the Teenage Girl. That is going to be
There's another
badass.
obscure reference. That one gets us double points, Manos, that one. Let's see, what other ones? Let's think of a Disney-related show that Mark Millar can do.
Or any Marvel writer, really.
Yeah, yes, it's going to be called Richard Castle's Deadly Storm, a Derek Storm mystery. That is the whole title. Yes, Bendis is co-writing it with, I can't say her name, but I know it's Matt Fraction's wife.
Okay.
Kelly Sue DeConnick.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, okay. And a couple artists on there. It's just an kind of odd type of promotion tie-in, but I did know this, because Steve, Death God Stormfrozen, you don't know, he bought the novels they put out. They actually made novels that they say are written by the character.
Mm-hmm.
They actually put them out and you can buy them, so I'm not amazed that they did this. I'm just amazed that Marvel did this.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because they've done silly things before, and they'll continue to do silly things until we're all dead.
Maybe they'll do a Castle versus X-Men comic.
Nathan Fillion versus... He's wearing the Green Lantern t-shirt just to screw with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so...
He can, I don't know, maybe he can have his, like, what's his character in Dr. Horrible? The Hammer?
Yes! Captain Hammer.
Captain Hammer. And, I don't know, he can, like, meet Wolverine. And Wolverine can tell him, my claws are my penis.
So many people want that to happen now, Manos. You've created a dream that no one will ever see. You've hurt people's feelings.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They are all like, oh, that'll never happen. And I'm one of them, too.
Just close your eyes and imagine it. It's imagination.
Imagine Hugh Jackman and Nathan Fillion together on screen, bragging about how freaking awesome they are. Okay, I can imagine that. So, our next story.
Yes.
Let me stretch. Cracked every bone in my body, and I believe I'm dying now.
Are you okay?
Yes, I am. Sorry. Video game news. We're good at that, right? No, we're not. A new game called Gotham City Impostors is coming out, which I forgot to feature this until I watched Superhero Rewind earlier, and Captain Logan mentioned it. Thank you, Captain Logan. You allowed me to not screw up as much. Thumbs up. And it's going to be a downloadable game, first-person shooter, I think, where you basically it's summed up as this. Remember that arc in Detective Comics with the gang of Jokers and Batman Manos?
Yeah, I actually like that storyline.
This is kind of like that.
Okay, cool.
It's a bunch of people dressing up to look something like Batman.
Oh, like Dick Grayson.
Yeah, basically. You will never let this go until he's finally out of the costume, will you?
I count down the days until he is out of that costume.
There's a giant digital clock in your house.
Yeah, although I guessed it a day, but, you know.
he has to adjust it because he thinks it's going to happen by the end of each year, and it's a really tedious process.
I know.
I can't play this because I have nor the system, and I also don't have the means to download games, so I'll never see this because I don't own an Xbox or a PS3.
Yeah, and I won't.
I own a computer, but I can't trust that kind of stuff on my computer.
Yeah.
I can't trust my recording software. So, yeah, it sounds like it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Not to mention, you could look like a giant fat guy with a Batman mask and a shotgun. Isn't that great, Manos?
A teabagger goes to a Comic-Con.
Yes. Or you could make him look like the Joker version. I just like this image they have on this article. Just looks kind of cool. Yes. So, Manos, take our next story now.
All right. Let's get funky with Brian Wood's DMZ. The series ends with issue 72. Long-running Vertigo title is gonna hit the end very, very, very soon. He just tweeted that actually a few days ago or something like that. Let me read the quote of the tweet because we never do this. We never
read
talk
tweets.
about tweets. Maybe we should do that. Like a comic professional comes up with an interesting tweet.
So you want me to follow comic creators' tweets and then we'll list off our favorites of the week?
Maybe.
We could do that.
Or something at least noteworthy, not like, hey, I had a sandwich today.
Are you sure? Because Jeff Johns' tweets are funny because he'll just tweet about how bored he is at his home for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious. Anyway, continue.
All right, anyway, Brian Wood tweeted, so DMZ ends at 72, but this week's issue 65 I would call the first of the two endings. Some major long-running plot lines wrap up. So that's.
Do you read this book, Manos? I'm just curious.
I don't even read the book.
Neither do I.
But I'm sure you do, YouTube viewers.
Yes. It lasted long enough to go to 72. Odds are someone read it.
Yeah, and actually it was fairly critically acclaimed. I think this series is ending based on the fact that the story is ending. I'm not sure it has anything to do with the sales being bad.
Because I think didn't it say like something like it's only on issue 65, so it's still got how long? Like,
well, I think they're probably in the last story arc.
Yeah, like they got like half a year, next 6-7 months. So yeah, it's just an end thing. And also, I've noticed that a lot of Vertigo series tend to end around 70 issues.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a coincidence that that was pretty much where Sandman ended.
And unless it's called Fables, well, not even that. Jack of Fables ended at 50, but most of them seem to end like around that number if they go on long enough.
Preacher ended around 70.
Yeah, I think Lucifer. I might be making this up. I think Lucifer ended around 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one that went past is Fables, and that's still going on.
Well, Hellblazer also went over 100.
Well, yeah, but wasn't that a DC comic book before Vertigo?
I don't think it was. I think
it was still published. No, I think it was published by DC and eventually folded over.
I think John Constantine started in the DC universe as a supporting player in the Swamp Thing books, and then when he got his own title, he got it through Vertigo. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the way it went. If anybody knows if it's any different than what I just said, please comment. But I think that's the way it worked out.
I'm not sure, because that book's gone on forever. You're right. I don't know how I could I'm like, Fables has gone on forever, and be a jackass and not mention Hellblazer. That's how I roll. So one moment.
What the hell?
That's someone's phone's going off. That was one. That's happened to me before. Someone calls me and I had to hang up. I'll play some hilarious music, maybe. I don't know. I did last time. Last time I played the theme song to the A-Team.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, and that video's still up. They haven't found me yet. They also haven't found that part of the Q&A where you started playing Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, see.
Yes.
I think it was too obscure.
By the way, I think I've told you this. He haunts me now. I keep finding him in Google searches.
Well, that's what you get for not knowing who he is.
Yes, that's what I get for having a mental disability and stating I don't remember things. Curse me!
Hey, are you ready to start going again?
The recording has gone.
Oh, we're recording. Oh, okay.
I thought I probably didn't say that. I'm sorry.
All right.
Next story. A moment here. Manos, are you in the mood for some Ninja Turtles?
Oh, I mean, when am I not in the mood?
Well, I have good news for you, because a while back they announced that IDW got the comic rights to it, and we had no idea what the hell they were doing. Now we know what the hell they're doing. Isn't that great?
Yeah. I assume they're going to do something along the lines of Transformers, where they do a really, really cool book.
Yes, the creative team they have Kevin Eastman, the original co-creator, and Tom Waltz and Dan Duncan. They're going to be on the book, and it starts in August.
Damn, that's cool. I like the idea of Kevin Eastman co-writing the book.
Yeah, that was the draw. I'm like, the guy who created it, because I haven't read any Ninja Turtle comics, but that made me instantly want to get it for some reason. I'm like, wow, it's cool to see that guy involved.
Yeah. Are they still teenagers? It's amazing.
I know. They are very, very healthy, even though they came from toxic ooze.
They've been teenagers since the 80s, just like me.
Yes. This is a bigger mystery than how the hell the Simpson kids are the same age.
That's right.
By
the way, off topic, wouldn't you have liked to have seen the Simpsons kids grown up? Like
I kind of would have.
What if you did like a gradual, like every 3 seasons, grow them up a year?
Yeah, because
they'd be in their teens by now.
The really funny part is they always celebrate their birthday and they're just staying the same age every birthday episode.
I know.
And then they always have like that episode where they're in the future and they're all grown up.
I love the fact where they flash back to the early days, because if you look back, Homer and Marge went to high school in the 70s, and then they went to college in the 90s.
Yeah. So it's apparently they have a time machine in this world. They've got it from Bender from Futurama.
They've been skipping around the time continuum.
I'm sure the Simpsons have made more jokes about that than we will.
I think they have occasionally. I don't know.
They probably have to at this point, because how long have they been around? 20 years? The show?
It's incredible. But, back to Ninja Turtles. Yeah, that's a cool idea. I'm glad they're doing a new comic on it. IDW is a good place to do shit like that, because that's a good company for that.
Yeah, they're really good. Not to mention, they're really cool about printing the old stuff, because they reprint all the old Transformers, G.I. Joe, a lot of old Doctor Who comics.
Yeah.
So IDW is probably they were the best people to get their hands on this.
My girlfriend's been buying the Doctor Who comic from them, and she's been really liking that series, actually.
Because I saw this and I'm going to get this sometime. I'm going to get the Doctor Who Classic Omnibus.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 400 pages of old stuff from the Doctor Who magazine.
Wow.
For like $25.
Hey, didn't Marvel in the 80s print a Doctor Who comic, maybe the magazine or something like that in this country?
I'm not sure. You people don't mind if I waste a minute here trying to look that up. I want to look that up.
Oh, okay.
I want to pad out my own show.
All right.
Hey, we spent 2 minutes finding an old Batman issue 2 weeks ago. We have no reason to question this.
All right.
They did publish a comic in the 80s, from 84 to 86.
Neat.
It was it went for 23 issues, and I don't even know if we'll see those, because again, the stuff they've been reprinting in like the classic series, because they've been reprinting them in issues because they're just short magazine stories.
Yeah, that was the for Doctor Who, wasn't it?
They've been doing it with Tom Baker, and they've been doing it up to the 7th Doctor.
Yeah,
and they even had like a special miniseries dedicated to the stories Grant Morrison wrote.
Oh.
Which some of them are in that omnibus I want to get. I desperately want that thing now.
Grant Morrison plus Doctor Who.
Oh, and Dave Gibbons did art.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah, that's why I really got fascinated by it. I'm like, wow, these two are in it? I'm definitely going to have to buy this.
Maybe I should dig that up.
Yeah, I think it's still in print and it's $25, but Roger, you can find it cheaper on whatever website you use. And I think...
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can talk.
Is this IDW printing this?
Yeah, IDW has been printing it.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Methinks I'll have to look for that.
And the second one, they have a second one coming out, ironically, on my sister's birthday. So she's not getting a birthday present.
Yeah.
And She ain't here to hear that. She probably detected something weird, like in the force, like something went wrong. What were we talking about?
We were talking about Ninja Turtles, actually.
They're freaking awesome.
All right, you ready to move on?
I'll give you the next one. I think I should let you cover most Dark Knight Rises related news.
Oh, well, thank you. You don't have to do that. You like Dark Knight also.
I know, but you're a bigger Batman fan than me, and I'm just...
That's true. Dark Knight Rises adds Matthew Modine, Tom Conti, and Joey King. Let's see, Matthew Modine, who played Private Joker in Full Metal Jacket. He's got a part in the film. Tom Conti, and a young child actress named Joey King, who was in the Beegis?
Ramona and
Just in Ramona movie. Yeah. And I always pronounce that bejesus. But anyway, their characters aren't named, but the fact that Joey King is a 12-year-old redhead girl has people excited that maybe she might be Barbara Gordon. Although that's, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Crazy fan speculation.
Yeah, that's the fan speculation right now. That's Barbara Gordon.
I can totally see that, of course. But...
Yeah. Although I always thought the girl that we didn't really see her face in Dark Knight, everybody says she looked like a kid, but I don't know. I always thought she was like a mid-teenager or something like that. Didn't she?
I can't remember. I have the movie. I might have to research that and look.
Well, I mean, she's crouching, holding her mother, and she looked kind of tallish to me. She looked like maybe a mid-teens, like 16 or something like that.
It's been a while since I've watched that movie. I'm going to have to watch that now.
But I hear a lot of people say that she was 12 or 11 or something like that. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know.
Whatever.
But maybe I could have been wrong. I mean, she was crouching down on the ground. I mean...
Not to mention, you were probably not focusing on that. You were focusing on the freakishly defaced bad guy with a shotgun.
Actually, no. I was thinking, holy shit, that's Barbara Gordon.
Different stroke.
I've seen this movie like 80 times, so I mean,
Yeah, I know. I can imagine you doing this, though.
But it was like, I've already seen Two-Face in previous scenes. I mean, that's Barbara Gordon right there. Oh...
Now I just had this funny vision of you trying to find really weird, like, insignificant things in other movies like Star Wars. You're like, holy crap, that's a tree!
No, I'm not that guy.
It'd be funny if you were.
Yeah, well, maybe about Batman.
Yeah.
Because, let's see, I'd get excited when I'd see the scars on the back of Mr. Zaz's head.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
When I first spotted those, it's like, oh shit, that's cool.
Man, this is the greatest day of my life.
Even better than that day that Herbie Goes Bananas went on DVD.
Man, I gotta tweet about this.
All right.
So
do we have
to say what?
Oh, do we have another story?
No, I think this is it.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, we didn't. Like you said, we didn't have much.
Wow, that ain't shit.
Yeah. We're at 23 minutes. Damn. So let's take this time out to follow us on Twitter. Links will be there. Where you'll get updates about this show and updates about our lives and funniness.
Yeah, we're hilarious. And don't forget to. Do you mind putting a link to the Red Knight Facebook page?
I've been wanting to do that, kind of keep that constantly going on here.
Oh, thanks, man. I have a comic book coming out in July called The Red Knight. Please check out the link at the bottom for the Facebook page, and check it out. Maybe join, follow, and you'll get plenty of updates on what's going on with the comic.
Yes, and just forewarning, the next few weeks are possibly going to be different. Not really in scheduling, because this show comes out in the most random-ass schedule known to man. But possibly one of us may not be here or something, because next week I got high school graduation. That's kind of a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm not sure if this will anything we have, because after the week after that, Manos, what are you doing again?
I'm going to Comic-Con. I'm going to Heroes Con.
And a few weeks after that, I'm heading to Omaha for Contagion Outbreak, a pop culture expo. I'm not sure if that will stop us, but just in case it does, I want you people to be aware of it. Usually when stuff stops us, we find a way to keep going, so that's not too new for us. But I just want you people to feel a little bit more in the know. Because again, not many of you follow me on Twitter to get these kind of updates, so I might as well tell you here. You know, the place where you people actually listen and watch. It's like I'm going to publish it in my local city newspaper. You'll definitely all see it. So yeah, you people are fully up to date on what's happening. So until next time, I'm Duke.
And I'm the real Manos.
Thank you, and we'll see you again.